Yeah, no, it's been a while, but yeah, time for an update on shit. Um, this is the workshop caravan that I'm kitting out. Paid way too much for this thing. It was quite literally falling apart, heap of shit. And it's cost me a hell of a lot to even get it to this stage. Basically all I've kept is the actual frame, the axle, the springs, the outer sheeting and the window frames. That's it. Everything else was rooted, falling apart, or just not worth saving. I've had to build a new frame to attach the external it's not even cladding, it's just sheet to. I'll tell you one thing, caravans are built like shit. All it is this thin alloy crap with foam and then crappy thin MDF all sandwiched together, and then a few screws holding it into the base and the roof tying it all together. So yeah, I've kept the outer skin, done all this frame. It did have some sort of a bench in it, which is the basic frame here, although it wrapped around all the way up here, and I've just repurposed everything, made it higher, and you know, it's at a decent working height now and a lot sturdier. I'm going to turn the gap in there and put another bit of wood across the back there and turn that into shelving. And then, as you can see, the bottom part there, I'm just capping off with some of the leftover flooring. There's a couple of old air tanks I've got, and I've got to build a bit of a frame. They're going to sit down in here, and then I'm just going to cut a couple of access panels there for when I want to drain them. What else? Relocated that window to here. General idea is that this bench here is going to be the TIG welding bench, and then this will be general fabrication. I'll have my drop saw, my bench drill, my bench grinder, and the swage tool mounted to it. So this will be basically, you know, a general fabrication area. Resheeting over the wood with what is it, 1.6 alloy checker plate, because the wood's not real great, but it's good enough. And then at this end, you can see there I've extended out the frame at the front to square it off. You can see there where it used to curve in, and I've just done that to make better use of the space, because then you can have a big square toolbox there. I've got a little bit more of the flooring to do there. And the basic idea of this, I've got a big square steel framed, I think it's 5mm thick sheeted alloy toolbox that's all going to go in here. I'm going to have my bench vise on here, so as that, you know, if I need to be walloping on something, I've got a nice solid base underneath it. I've had to replace every goddamn window in it because every window was missing. Sorry, not every window. That glass is still the original, but every other window in it was smashed out. So, yeah, I've had to replace all that. I've just used 1mm thick polycarbonate. Relocated the door. Let's see where I relocated it from. Moved it over about 1.5 feet. And that's so is it like the toolbox will roughly come to about here. And that gives me a bit of room in here to put a stool. So is that, you know, I've got somewhere to sit while I'm walloping on things or want to take a break or whatever. I'm just going to sheet this gap in here and see down there where I've had to fill in various bits where it had, pretty sure that's where the stove was, so there was all the gas hookups and there was a vent and shit like that. There's actually that vent there that I'm going to repurpose. I'm going to build a frame here and sheet it off and then turn that, cut it in half and turn it into 2 doors, just little access doors. And then I'm going to have the 20-gallon drums of, or 20 litre I should say, not 20 gallon, 20 litre drums of, you know, prep wash and brake clean and shit like that in there. And I've got a big stainless steel shelf I'm going to set up to go from here across to here roughly. And then this spot here, it's going to be my main toolbox. This side, I'm going to have the TIG set up just there. And then in amongst there, I'm actually going to have shit like car ramps. And then here, I'm going to have set up my press. And then underneath the press, I'll have the hydraulic jacks and shit like that stored. And then on this side, I'll just do some racks there for the axle stands to go on. Yeah, I still don't know where I'm going to fit the oxy. I might be able to fit it in here. And then the MIG trolley, while it's not being used, I'll most probably store in that corner with the seat. And then, yeah, the frame up here, I've done that so that I can turn up here into another shelving area. Yeah, been a lot of work so far, a lot of time. Fucking been at it now for a month and a half. A lot of money. What? Let me think for a sec. What's that? Oh shit. 3, 5, 7, 850. I'm nearly 1,500 deep on it as it is. And as you can see, I've used all recycled shit that I've collected over the years. And no, I did not steal any of these signs. I acquired them. I did not take them from any signs. I acquired them. This one here was actually from the Castlemaine Lions Club parking lot when they tore it all up and extended the car park for the railway station. So that was property of the Lions Club and they gave that one to me. So it is not stolen. I repeat, not fucking stolen. Yeah. Besides that, it's all just, you know, recycled shit, trying to keep costs down, and yeah. Because, yeah, the housing ain't looking real good. As a matter of fact, I'm going to quite literally be living out of a paddock. So, yeah. I've got this caravan and another one. They're going to be my two main ones. So yeah, fucking great. You know. Thank you, Dictator Dan, for making everything so fucking expensive and completely fucking Victoria in the arse. Bringing in property tax and all that shit. Now the landlords can't afford to keep their houses, so they're putting them all on the market and kicking all of us out. Great. I mean, I personally know someone who's been living out of a horse float for like 3 months now because they can't get a frickin' house. So, yeah, for those of you who do have housing and, you know, own your home or at least paying it off or whatever, yeah, okay, interest rates might be stinging you in the arse, but just be thankful you got somewhere over your head because a lot of people don't. Which I guess on that note, I may as well make it known now. I'm going to be running for Victorian Parliament in 2026. I made this decision a while ago. I actually made it back in the COVID times because, yeah, I was sick of the authoritarian bullshit that they were shoving down our throats. And this has just, yeah, cemented the resolve within me to do it. You know, this is bullshit. You know, when there's people who are struggling to even put food in their bloody mouth. Like, I've had to stop paying rent until I've done all this. I'm not paying rent at all anymore. I've only got until the 1st of September anyway to have everything done, everything out, gone. So I've just said to the real estate, look, you know, I need to divert funds. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to move out. So, you know, when I'm done, you're just going to have to send me an invoice and I'll pay it off. So, yeah. You know, it doesn't help when, you know, nothing's selling because no one's got any money. I've still got the ute, that's still for sale. I've still got the purple wagon, that's still for sale. So, yeah. Rewired the trailer, new tail lights, number plate lights, marker lights, all that. I've still got to get the reflectors for it. Still got to get a weighbridge certificate. I still got to get a VIN number, even though it does have a VIN number. It's that old that it's not in the system and it's too short in the numbers for the new Vic Road system, so it doesn't even recognise it. But yeah, it's not pretty, but it'll do. The other thing I've got to do is get Ford stud pattern, because this is the early Holden 13-inch, and it's honestly cheaper to buy brand new Ford hubs and convert it over to a 14-inch Ford stud pattern than it is to buy load rated 13-inch tyres these days. So yeah, I've got another most probably 3 or 4 hours work on this thing tomorrow, and then I've got to pull it out and do a few other things, and you know, I'm out of coin anyway. I need more materials, so yeah. But anyway, sorry for the whinge and the moan, but you know, shit's fucked. And I'd rather, you know, tell people what's going on and tell them how it actually is than bullshit anyone and make things up. So, yeah. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And, yeah, everyone, have a good one.